So good evening, everybody. This is your stay-at-home grandma, and I'm bringing you my version of the Valentine Tree. And I saw Mark Montano, and he made one, and I'm not going to do the one he made, but I already glued this together. Now, some of this I got from the dollar store. So I got this I know from the dollar store. This I don't know where this came from. This is a paper towel roll, which I'm going to put on top of here. And I'm going to glue gun it down, hopefully. How's everybody doing? I'm doing fine. Just, doing my glue gun thing and making my Valentine tree. And, my grandchildren are going to take it, so. And waiting for the Super Bowl. My husband's going to his friend's house to watch the Super Bowl. And my grandchildren decided they want to have a Super Bowl party, which I can't blame them. And so we're going to have a Super Bowl party here. And because I didn't want to go to his friend's house and be around a whole bunch of yelling and screaming. I'm sorry, I'm not that girl. Not that we won't be yelling and screaming, but it will be the same thing. Okay, so now this is glued around. So now I've got to figure out whether I'm going to Mod Podge some paper to this. And I think I am. Okay, while this glue is, I'm going to Mod Podge some paper to this. And then I've got these from the dollar store. These are the hearts. Some of these from the dollar store last year when I made the kids stuff. And some more of these from the dollar store. So I got a little bit from the dollar store, a little bit from around the house. And these were all from last year. And I've got these two hearts. And I don't know. We'll figure it out. We're going to figure this out together. Now, I'm wondering. Yeah. Now, I think I'll do this. A couple of these. Yeah. And actually put them around. And I won't Mod Podge because that will take all day. So, I'll get the glue gun. Glue this down. And it was a nice day today. I went to pick up my granddaughter, and it was really nice out. I only walked to the other corner of my street where she gets off at the bus. But with my little granddaughter, my granddaughter, these are my great grandchildren. I think for some of you that don't know, and my granddaughter works. She goes to work just to be to work at 3, and then her husband picks them up about 2:30, about 3:30 rather, and takes them home. And then on Fridays, they come over because it's girls' night, and they spend the night. So we were trying to figure out what we were going to do for the Super Bowl party. And I decided, along with Angel, and anybody who knows Angel, that we would have some chicken wings and some other little things here and there. So that's what we're going to have. And we have to do the popcorn machine maker. We have a popcorn machine maker, and I'm going to use it for a while. So we're going to clean it and get it ready for the Super Bowl and party with that. And Yeah, this is much better, I think. It's pretty too, actually. It's got like lace around it. So, I will put this up here. So anyway, gotta tell you something. I thought, okay, it was one of my blonde moments, and I'm not blonde. I thought that my my craft, it bakes my tiles and my clay machine and all that. I thought it was broken because it kept turning on and going around and around and around, but it wasn't getting hot. So I thought it was broken. The other day, everybody has blonde moments. Don't laugh. Everybody does. I don't care. And the other day, I was doing something, and I was saying, well, I guess I'm going to have to throw it out. And lo and behold, what happened was, and I wonder why I still did it, because it wasn't plugged in. But it wasn't plugged in, was what it was. So that the thing was still going around and around and around and around in a circle, but it wasn't plugged in. So that was my blonde moment for the week. No offense to anybody that's blonde, okay? Because everybody has their moments. I really don't like blonde jokes because I have a lot of blonde friends who are not stupid at all. I had a girl once when I was teaching college, and she said to me, I'm having a blonde moment. And I said, and what's that? She said, I'm just having one of my super moments. And I said to her, I said, don't feed into that. I said, because you are hardly dumb. I read some of her papers. She was hardly dumb. And she said, thank you. She said, but you know what I mean. She said, well, I said, but don't feed into that, because you're not dumb at all. But that's what happened. So now my play oven works. So I'm happy about that, because I don't have to take everything and run it back downstairs, because that's not fun. Stairs are treacherous. Ow. So for the most part, okay, one more. And the reason why I said one more is because this has to go up the top. And I want it to hang out just a little bit over the top. So. Okay, so now then there's two of them there. Would you know that? So let's do this. Let's scroll this up just a little bit. Because you have to have a little bit of paper hang out. And it looks better, because like I said, for me to Mod Podge that, I might do another one. For me to Mod Podge it might be all night here. And I can stay here all night, but I know you can't. So, well, I mean, unless you're really interested. So you can do anything. You can take foam and do it that way. You can take a cylinder and do it, make it, you can take a piece of paper and make a cylinder to make it a tree. You can use an old Christmas tree. I'm sure that just because I just felt like doing it, I thought it would be fun to experiment and see what we come up with in the glue fountain. Gotta pick up this glue. For the first time in the history of the dollar store since I've been going and actually shopping, okay, the dollar store had one bottle of Aleene's tacky glue, and I bought it immediately. What is it? Well, Aleene's, I guess, I don't know, but and I bought it quick, fast, and in a hurry before somebody else noticed it. And I was happy, and I'll see if I can find some more. I was supposed to go, I don't feel good, so I was supposed to go with my friend because we're doing the cooking show, and we're supposed to go interview a professor at one of the cooking colleges here in Delaware. And I'm just not feeling like I need to go anywhere near any people, because if they catch what I catch, then I'll feel really bad. I really will. I will. So I'm here, but okay, so that's it. So it's kind of for the most part done now. So let's build this, shall we? I'm thinking, now, here's what I'm thinking. I was going to build a tree. I don't know whether I have enough hearts, but we'll see. I think the first one's the hardest one to do because I'm holding this glue in my hand, the glue gun. Now, somewhere in my stash, I had some purple ones too, I thought, but I might not. I might have just been thinking that I had some. I'm going to do this, the bottom thing after, but I wanted to get this started. Let's see just what we have to see here. And the lace on the paper makes it really pretty, I think. Anyway, and it doesn't have to be, like I said, this is my first one. This won't be my last either, because I'm always thinking of something to do. But he actually, like I said, he's the one that presented a tree, and I thought it was really pretty, so I just decided we would have a challenge. Anybody that wanted to challenge along could do it. So, having said that, so here's the first bottom part of that. If you didn't see it, that's it. Okay, so let's go over the top. Bring it down. That actually looks nice. And these are all, I should have mixed these, because some of these are not. I'll take this one down. And do some of these, because some of these are not mixed. I know that I have some other colors somewhere, but whatever. These are solid colors right here. You'll see it in a minute. Let's see if I can bring it down just a little bit more. The solid colors is because hope I have enough of these. No, I'll have to stop and, but at least you'll get the gist of it. I'm thinking. Now, we'll do the next one, the next level. I'm going to take this up just a little further. Okay. Kind of like reminds me of when we used to do the maypole years ago, and I'm sure that a lot of you who are younger don't know what I'm talking about, but those of you who are older know all about the maypole. And if you want to know about it, look it up. You should be able to find it on Google it. You should be able to find it on Google. It was interesting. It was, to say the very least. We used to make a maple, and I don't remember. I know we made it out of ribbon and things like that, but I'm not sure what else we did with it, because that was so many years ago when I was once upon a time a little girl. But I used to like it. I used to like things like that. I used to like making things, and I was always in charge of something, so. And that was my thing. Well, it's nice. It's not, it's not, well, we'll see when I finish. Oh, actually, so I guess now we go into President's Day. Is it Valentine's Day comes before President's Day, though, right? Because I can't keep up. Because I'm still singing Christmas carols in my head. I do that till about the end of um, February, and then I'm fine. And then I begin to start to want Christmas again right about, oh, I guess about September. I can't wait. I'm like a kid. I love Christmas. I really do. I like it because I have, I guess, the grandchildren, and you can get creative when you have grandchildren. Well, and then I like Thanksgiving, though, especially. Now, what's funny about Thanksgiving is, I guess because the whole family, well, never, the whole family's never really here. Because somebody's always missing. I think that we haven't had a whole family one in years where everybody was here. My son, somebody was always missing. My oldest daughter, I haven't had Thanksgiving with my son in, I want to say about 10 years. And that's the last time I had it. I went to his house. So we were, and somebody was still missing because my husband didn't go. I don't know why he didn't go, but he didn't go. Well, somebody's always missing, but it is what it is. So I thank God for who's here. And I miss the other ones, I do. But My son's on the radio tonight too. I should be listening to him, but other things to do. And I still have time because he doesn't go up until 11 o'clock. Okay. I think what's going to happen is that I am going to run out of this. Like, I think I got like one more. So it might not have to be all the little sparkly ones after that, but we'll make do. Because like I said, you don't want to run out. Because since it was a challenge, you don't want to run out and buy things. You want to use things that you have in the house. Okay? Like I said, I had these from last year. I probably got a whole bunch of them somewhere. I just don't feel like looking for them. Okay, one more here. I'm going to lay this down here. Hope for the best. And don't fall, especially in my lap. So, anyway, I'm thinking, oh, if there's anybody listening from Las Vegas, my friends have a, they're not my friends, but I've made friends with them on YouTube, and they have a television live YouTube thing called Morning with the Queens, and they are looking for guests in Las Vegas. And so I'm just telling you that because they'll, they're looking for guests, and just they're nice people. So if you're living in Las Vegas, check them out. So well, I have a lot of these, so I have some. Oh, I do have some in here, so that's good. I'm gonna use what I have. Oh, God, put the wrong color down. I'm actually going to. I'm gonna break this up just a little bit, and I'll show you what I mean by that. And I'm going to do this, like point this up so that we're like, let me see if I can staple this so that it kind of goes up like a tree. so to speak, because nobody should, yeah, nobody should be able to see the staple. There you go. Okay, so now I've got some, I'm going to use all my hearts, whether they're big or small. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to, see, I pulled this off because they stick, but I can actually put a little dab of glue on as well so that they'll continue to stick. And what was I going to tell you? Oh, I don't know whether you know it or not, but I finally got my, well, you saw it, that I got my heat gun, and I used it last night. It was wonderful. The difference between waiting for something to dry for 24 hours and having it dry in a couple of minutes, okay, is wonderful to me. I'll show you my, I got a couple of white ones here, but I'm not going to use that white one unless I absolutely have to. Must have been a whole bunch of white ones that I used. I got to get some for the girls too. I think what I'm going to do, I don't know about you, is make them a couple of things and make them some candy and some brownies or something and put them in one of the little bags and call it a day. I don't know that I'm going to. We'll see. Because I always say that and then I end up doing something for them. Because they're so fun. They're so much fun. And they keep me laughing. And they keep me moving, which is good. Okay? And they encourage me to, walk, and get exercise. And with them around, I have to do exercise. So they keep me alive. They do. They and God. Or God and them. So, probably what I should have done, but I didn't do it. So I should have probably done a layer of this, a layer of that, and then another layer of pink and whatever. But I started it that way as every other one, and then the whole layer of pink around, the plain pink around. Okay, we got one more. Looks kind of good. I mean, we'll see when we finish it all. Is there one? I have to use this white one. Okay, so now we'll go with and we'll go with Well, that's building up to be something pretty. I mean, it's not. Would I probably buy it if I saw it in the store? Probably no. But I don't know because, but one of the girls probably would, though. My kids say I have a vivid imagination about things. But you have to. I mean, you just can't. Everybody has talent. Everybody has talent. I don't like those people that say, oh, I'm not crafty at all. Yes, you are. You just haven't found your niche. It might be putting something together or, I mean, like pocket letters. I admire anybody that does pocket letters because I can't figure them out. Well, that's not completely true, but it's not something that at this point I'm interested in doing, but who knows? Who really knows? Okay, so I don't have, so I'm gonna have to use the larger ones, and I probably should use the larger ones down in the beginning, but I didn't, so sue me on that one. Like I said, this is my first one, so work with me, will you? But who knows? Maybe I might have started something. I'm sure that I'm not the only one that's made a heart tree. There you go. My hand if you wish. This is actually kind of fun. If you take all these into consideration, I almost got burnt there. The thing I don't like about glue guns is the fact of the yeah, the string that comes along with it. You got to keep pulling it off. But other than that, the glue gun is actually my friend. Till it burns me, and then I reprimand it. And Michelle Scott, she gave her glue gun a name. I forgot what it was. But I'm not giving. I'm not that familiar with my glue gun yet. I might give it a name later. Harvey Goldstein or something like that. We'll see. But she actually has a name for her glue gun. I like her a lot. She's good. If you ever get a chance to see her, she does journals, which is becoming one of that, and lampshades are becoming one of my things. I like redoing old lampshades. I had a lampshade, but I had to give it back to the lady because I could not find anything. Hers was very, very old, and I just couldn't find anything at all that would do anything for the lampshade. So I was going to do it, but she did not want anything except for the paper that was, well, the card. Well, it wasn't even a cardstock, okay? It was that old-fashioned, if you know what I'm talking about, it's that old-fashioned hard lampshade. And all the paper distributors that I went to, they didn't seem to have it. So I gave it back to her. I told her, look, I looked at everything, and I went to everybody that I knew, and nobody seemed to have it the way that I wanted. I went to Joann's Fabric and every place, and nobody seemed to have what I wanted. So, what she wanted. So I told her, I said, if you find it, let me know. So she said she would, good. And she was very nice about it, But you gotta give people what they want, You've got to. And when you're in business and people want a certain thing, they want things a certain way, and you might not like it per se, or you might want to do it in another way. But when somebody wants it, that's what business is about, is being able to do it their way. Kind of like the old commercial, the old Burger King commercial, if anybody remembers that. I guess I'm telling my age now. Where you could have it your way at Burger King. You probably still can. I don't go to Burger King. I don't know why. I used to love Burger King. I don't really, I mean, what I like out of McDonald's is their McNuggets. That's about it. And their, this is actually kind of cute. Their, they're gonna have that shamrock shake. I like that shamrock shake. And then, the, I don't like, I can chew the French fries. I can't swallow them, is what I'm trying to say, for some reason. So, I leave their French fries alone. They're too thin for me. Now, there are a couple of little bare spots in between, but that's between me and the bare spots because, okay. So now, I'm actually going to take this up and do this and then end it up with, we'll see. Now, what's happening here is that I might have, let's see, let me look at my bag, my little stash here. what? What's what? Nah, I don't think so. So I'm going to use what I got. So this is going to be kind of an uneven thing, but oh well, too bad. Somewhere along the line, oop, now it's got goosed. I was wondering today about just different people, you know, how you think about people and you wonder where they are and things like that. And, you know, it kind of comes, I don't know, you know, just do. At least I do. I know you do too, probably. Sometimes you just think about high school and, you know, just your past life and what this one's doing and how that one's doing. And I mean, you care about people, you care about people. And it's hard not to reflect on old times. I'm going to use some of these plain ones too, because I'm getting down to nothing. But it's a work in progress right here, but it's fun. Give me something to do. I got plenty to do, trust me. Now, let's work with this. Okay, throw some of this away. Let's see what else I got. So I got a few more of these. So I'll put these on. More glue. Oh boy. One more. Then I gotta go in my drawer, which is actually right here, so it's not far. But I'm wondering, anybody doing anything special for Valentine's Day? Down where we went to, and I gotta write that review. We went to dinner Sunday. It's a place called Sunday Dinner. I think it's Sunday. You would think I would remember it, but I won't. But I don't. But I have to write a review. They were actually, I don't know whether I had said this. They were quite little, right as you come into my town, and you come into the town, and quaint little restaurant. Rustic. I had talked to the owner's wife, and she said that her husband built all the the tables, which were really fantastically beautiful. I mean, and the food was actually very, very good. And I was really, really very happy. And we don't eat out much. Well, I don't. You know, when he's down his shop, I guess he gets something to eat. Sometimes, most of the time now, he comes home for lunch. So, you know, makes it so we don't eat out very much because we just don't, you know. But the food was good. It really was good, and I was very, very happy. And now I've got to figure out. I'll clean all this up after. What to put on top of here. So I'm going to use these little hearts because there seems to be that I've used all my hearts. So I've got a few little hearts here and some love and some, I think that they're some kind of birds. But I use my little hearts. I didn't think this through completely, but it's okay. Art is not a thought process. It's just a process. That's what my art teacher told me once. So I'm sticking to that. I think the art teacher that before that I had very much wanted you to think things through. But then we got a bunch of, it was back in the 60s, then we got a bunch of hippies, because my Spanish teacher was definitely a hippie, okay? But she was a good Spanish teacher. She was a lot of fun. She was very caring. And I gotta look at my yearbook, because I still have my yearbook, believe it or not, and find out what her name was, because I forgot what her name was, but she was fun. And I remember seeing my art teacher, I must have been in my 30s once, going through, because they weren't much older than we were when they came that year, and they came like the last year of high school, and so they weren't that much older than we were, which I thought was really nice. So he told me that art is not a thought process; it's just a process. It's whatever you think that the art should be. So I often wondered about them because well, they're still teaching. Well, she can't. No, she could be retired because I'm retired. So it's funny where life takes you. Okay, this is the last of the little hearts. So, oh, there's one more. I thought that was the last one. There's one more. So I think what I'm going to do, so that's it so far. So let's do this. I think I've got 1, oh, look, I got stuck to that. There's something that was not thought out. Didn't come out too bad. There were some things that I would do differently, but there's always some things you do differently in life. But what it was that I got a chance to spend some time with you, make some mistakes, and then, okay, I'm going to just glue this on and forget it because it's not coming off. Somehow or other it's stuck there. Then, I gotta decide something. I only got a couple more. 1, 2. Probably better than me trying to. I got one more. Did you think that I would have one more one? But no, I don't. Okay, so this is where it leaves me, right here in the opening. I'm going to pull this up now so you can see this. This leaves me with the opening right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try a couple of things. Some of this cleaned up. Got to remember to buy the day after Valentine's Day to go and get a bunch of stuff. Well, I guess I got to get a few more things for the girls, but because they may want to make something for their moms. So I think, now I have some hearts, but I think that that's, I don't want this to, I don't know. I'm thinking these little roses right there. Let's see. Yeah, I think so. Something different. These are embellishments I made for jewelry and for my journals, but a whole bunch of different ones like this. See? I'll put one down there. Because I don't want that in my lap. And then I'll put something. Here's a copper one. Something on there. So put some roses on the top, but then I was thinking, okay, let's get this kind of cleaned up. Pull this away from it. I haven't even done the bottom yet. Do we need another flower in there, you think? Or what do you think? Yeah, I think we need another flower because there's none on that side, so. I don't know why I didn't do this live, but I guess because too, I wanted to concentrate on it and not be